Stop scrolling right now. This 1-cent wheat penny could be worth thousands of dollars, and most people spend it without knowing. Some of the most valuable wheat pennies ever made, like the 1909 VDB, the rare 1914D, and the legendary 1943 copper penny, have sold for insane prices. These rare 1-cent coins are valuable because of low mintage, mint errors, and historic importance. Watch till the end before you spend any old penny, because checking the date, mint mark, and metal could turn a single cent into life-changing money. Stop scrolling right now, because the penny you're about to hear about could be hiding in plain sight, and most people have absolutely no idea what it's really worth. Today we're diving deep into the 1946 1-cent wheat penny from the United States, a coin that marked a major turning point in American history and remains one of the most searched and collected wheat pennies of all time. If you've ever checked your pocket change, old jars, or family coin collections, you'll want to listen carefully all the way to the end, because some 1946 wheat pennies are worth far more than just 1 cent. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck just after World War II ended, making it a symbol of America's return to peace and economic growth. This coin represents the first full year of penny production after the war, and collectors around the world actively search for high-quality examples and rare varieties. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner that had already become iconic by this time. The reverse still carries a famous wheat ears design, which would soon be replaced in 1959, making all wheat pennies increasingly desirable today. One of the most important things to understand about the 1946 wheat penny is that it was produced at 3 different United States mint facilities. These include the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark, the Denver Mint mark with a small d, and the San Francisco Mint mark with an S. Each mint produced millions of coins, but survival rates in high condition are far lower than most people realize, especially for pennies that were heavily circulated. The 1946 Philadelphia Wheat Penny had a very large mintage, but that does not mean it is worthless. Condition is everything when it comes to coin value. Most circulated examples are worth only a few cents, but uncirculated and well-preserved coins can command significantly higher prices. Pennies that retain original red copper color are especially desirable, as copper naturally darkens over time. Red examples are much harder to find and can sell for strong premiums in the coin market. The 1946D Wheat Penny from the Denver Mint is another coin that collectors actively seek. Although many were produced, Denver minted pennies often show weaker strikes, meaning sharply detailed examples are harder to locate. A well-struck 1946D wheat penny with strong details and minimal wear can be worth many times its face value. Collectors pay close attention to Lincoln's coat, the wheat stalk lines, and the lettering on the reverse when evaluating these coins. The 1946S wheat penny from the San Francisco Mint is often considered the most challenging of the 3 in top condition. San Francisco Mint coins frequently show softer details, making fully struck examples scarcer. Because of this, high-grade 1946S wheat pennies are highly collectible and can bring impressive prices when sold to the right buyer. Even small differences in condition can cause large jumps in value. Another reason the 1946 wheat penny is so popular is the potential for mint errors and varieties. Collectors search closely for doubled dies, off-center strikes, clip planches, and other mint mistakes. While dramatic errors are rare, even minor errors can significantly increase a penny's value. A doubled die example, where the lettering or date appears doubled, can turn an ordinary coin into a major collector piece. Metal composition also plays a role in the popularity of the 1946 wheat penny. This coin was struck in a copper alloy made primarily of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc. Unlike the steel pennies of 1943, the 1946 penny returned to traditional copper composition, making it especially attractive to collectors who prefer classic copper coinage. The rich color and weight of the coin add to its appeal. When it comes to grading, professional condition standards greatly impact value. Coins are evaluated on factors such as wear, luster, strike quality, and eye appeal. A heavily circulated 1946 wheat penny may only be worth a few cents, but a mint-state example can sell for dollars or even much more depending on condition. Coins with original mint luster and no major marks are the most valuable. Many people underestimate how often rare coins remain undiscovered. Old piggy banks, inherited collections, and forgotten drawers can still hold valuable wheat pennies. The 1946 penny is especially common in older collections, making it one of the most realistic valuable coins for everyday people to find. That's why collectors always recommend checking every wheat penny carefully before spending or selling it. Market demand for wheat pennies continues to grow as new collectors enter the hobby. The Lincoln Wheat series is one of the most collected coin series in the United States, and key dates and high-grade examples are becoming harder to find each year. The 1946 wheat penny benefits from this growing demand, especially for clean, original examples. If you're considering collecting or investing in wheat pennies, the 1946 issue is an excellent starting point. It combines historical importance, wide availability, and the potential for valuable high-grade or error examples. Learning how to properly store coins is also critical. Pennies should be kept in protected holders to prevent damage from moisture, oils, and scratches, which can drastically reduce value. Collectors often ask whether wheat pennies will continue to rise in value. While no investment is guaranteed, historical U.S. coins with strong collector demand have shown long-term stability. As fewer high-quality 1946 wheat pennies remain available, prices for the best examples may continue to increase. Before you go, here's an important reminder. Never clean a wheat penny. Cleaning removes original surfaces and can destroy collector value instantly. Even if a coin looks dirty, collectors prefer natural aging over artificial shine. A clean coin is almost always worth less than an untouched one. Stop scrolling. You are about to discover everything you need to know about one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, the 1945 wheat penny. If you're a coin collector, treasure hunter, or simply curious about rare pennies, you don't want to miss a single second of this video. Stay until the end because we're revealing the real value of this historic coin and tips to spot one that could be worth serious money. The 1945 wheat penny, minted in Denver, is one of the most sought-after pennies from the World War II era. Its iconic wheat ears design, strikingly simple yet historically rich, represents a time when the United States were transitioning from wartime production back to peace. You'll notice that the D mint mark is located just below the date, which tells collectors that it was minted at the Denver Mint. This mint mark makes all the difference when it comes to rarity and value. 1945 was a pivotal year in history. The war had just ended, and coins from this period carry not just monetary value but a story. Many of these pennies circulated heavily, making high-grade specimens harder to find. If you have one that looks almost uncirculated or better, you're holding a piece of history that collectors pay top dollar for. Now, let's talk about how to identify a 1945 wheat penny. The first thing to check is the date. Make sure it reads clearly 1945. Next, look for the small d below the date. This is the Denver Mint mark. Some counterfeits or heavily worn pennies may confuse this, so careful inspection is key. Collectors often use magnifying glasses or coin grading apps to confirm authenticity. The condition of your penny dramatically affects its value. Wheat pennies are graded on a scale from good, G, to mint state, MS. An average circulated 1945 penny might only be worth a few cents above face value, but an uncirculated penny in excellent condition could fetch hundreds of dollars. Coins with rare errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, can be worth even more, sometimes thousands. Let's discuss mintages. The 1945 wheat penny had over 1 billion coins minted, but the majority circulated, reducing the number of high-quality examples available today. Because of this, serious collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins with minimal wear, sharp details, and full luster. Even subtle differences, like a strong strike on the wheat ears, can increase a coin's value. Collectors should also be aware of common errors. Some 1945 pennies have die cracks, repunched mint marks, or weak strikes. These errors are not flaws in your collection. They can make your coin extremely valuable. If you come across one with a noticeable error, it's worth further investigation and professional grading. Another factor influencing value is the coin's color. Wheat pennies come in shades of brown, red-brown, and sometimes even reddish gold. Coins that retain more of their original red color are highly desirable, as oxidation over decades typically darkens them. Coin enthusiasts pay close attention to these color variations because they directly impact collector demand and pricing. Storage is crucial. Keep your 1945 wheat penny in a dry, cool place, ideally in a protective coin holder or album. Avoid cleaning your coin with chemicals or abrasive materials, as this can drastically reduce its value. Collectors prize natural patina and untouched surfaces. If you're hunting for one, 1945 D wheat pennies can be found in old collections, roll coins, and even circulation, though that's rarer today. Many collectors enjoy searching through rolls or jars of pennies for hidden gems. Every now and then, a coin that seems ordinary can turn out to be a rare high-grade 1945 D. That thrill is part of why coin collecting remains so popular decades later. Professional grading is another way to maximize your coin's value. Organizations like PCGS or NGC provide official grades, which can significantly increase selling prices for top-condition coins. Coins graded MS65 or higher can attract serious buyers and can be a smart investment for collectors and numismatists alike. Even small details matter. The sharpness of the wheat ears, the clarity of Lincoln's profile, and the integrity of the rim all influence value. Learn to inspect these features carefully. Remember, the 1945 D wheat penny is not just a coin. It's a historical artifact, a collectible, and sometimes a hidden treasure in your pocket change. For those looking to sell, timing and market knowledge are key. Coin prices fluctuate based on rarity, condition, and collector demand. Watching auction sites, coin shows, and collector forums can help you determine the best time to sell or trade your 1945 D wheat penny. Knowledge is power in coin collecting, and a well-informed collector always gets the best deal. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, understanding the 1945 D wheat penny's history, identifying features, errors, and value can make a huge difference in your collection. Even a single penny from this era carries stories from over 75 years ago, making it much more than just a piece of copper. So, if you have a 1945 D wheat penny tucked away, stop scrolling, examine it carefully, and appreciate its historical significance. It could be worth far more than you imagine. Remember, coins like this don't just represent money. They tell a story of America's past, a snapshot of a nation transitioning from war to peace. Collectors treasure that story, and that's why the 1945 D wheat penny remains highly collectible today. Stay curious, inspect every detail, and never underestimate the value of a coin that may seem small but carries immense historical and collector significance. If you found this video helpful, make sure to check your collection. You might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Stop scrolling. If you've ever wondered about rare U.S. coins that could be worth serious money, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most collectible coins in American history, the 1951 D wheat penny. You might have one sitting in your pocket change, your old coin collection, or even a drawer at home, and you won't believe what this little coin could be worth. The 1951 D wheat penny is a fascinating piece of U.S. history. Minted in Denver, this coin is part of the famous Wheat Penny series, which was produced from 1909 to 1958. Its reverse features the iconic wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and the heart of America's agricultural roots. But what makes the 1951 D stand out among collectors? First, let's talk about rarity. While millions of 1951 pennies were minted across the country, the Denver Mint produced a lower number compared to Philadelphia. This makes the 1951 D wheat penny a favorite among coin collectors and enthusiasts who specialize in mid-20th century U.S. coins. Condition is everything when it comes to the 1951 D wheat penny. A circulated coin might be common, but an uncirculated or mint state coin can command hundreds of dollars, sometimes even more if it has perfect luster and sharp details. Collectors look closely at the obverse, the side with Abraham Lincoln's profile. Tiny scratches, where on Lincoln's cheek, and fading details can affect value. On the reverse, the wheat stalk should be crisp and fully detailed. Any signs of damage, cleaning, or corrosion can drastically reduce its worth. One of the reasons collectors love the 1951 D is because it's a key year in the Wheat Penny series. The post-World War II minting years were transitional, and coins from this era can show unique characteristics. Look closely at the D mint mark beneath the date. It's small, but for serious collectors, it makes all the difference. Some 1951 D pennies even have subtle die variations or errors, like double dies or off-center strikes. These rarities are extremely valuable and can sell for thousands if found in top condition. Now, let's talk market trends. Over the last decade, wheat pennies, especially 1951D examples, have been gaining in value. Coins that were once worth just a few cents are now fetching impressive prices on online auctions, coin shows, and private sales. Why? Collectors are realizing the historical importance of these coins, the nostalgia of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, and the thrill of hunting for rare finds in circulation. Even if you're a casual collector, spotting a 1951D in pocket change can feel like hitting the jackpot. But how do you know if your 1951D wheat penny is valuable? First, check its condition carefully. Coins with no wear, full details on Lincoln's face, and crisp wheat stalks on the reverse are considered high grade. Coins graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading services are extremely rare and can bring serious money. Next, watch for errors. Double die obverses, repunch mint marks, and off-center strikes all increase value significantly. And don't forget provenance. Coins with verified history, such as being part of a known collection, often sell for premium. If you're a beginner in coin collecting, the 1951D wheat penny is an excellent starting point. It's affordable, historically significant, and widely recognized by collectors. Even if you find one in circulated condition, it's a wonderful way to connect with U.S. history. Imagine holding a coin that passed through countless hands over 7 decades, surviving in pockets, jars, and drawers to reach you today. That's the magic of the Wheat Penny series. For those looking to expand their collection, the 1951D pairs beautifully with other post-war Denver Mint wheat pennies. Collectors often aim to assemble a complete 1950s Denver series, which includes coins from 1950 to 1958. This gives both historical context and potential for future value growth, as completing a set can be more desirable than owning a single coin. So, if you have a 1951D wheat penny, whether it's in your coin roll, old album, or jar change, take a closer look. Check the date and mint mark carefully, inspect its condition, and compare it to collectors' guides and recent auction results. Even a circulated coin can hold significant sentimental and monetary value, and the possibility of a hidden error could make it a treasure. Before we wrap up, remember this. The 1951D wheat penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a collectible, and a potential investment. Its timeless design, rich history, and collectible status make it a must-have for anyone serious about U.S. coin collecting. Don't overlook it, because you never know when you might stumble upon a coin worth hundreds or even thousands. So next time you're checking your pocket change or your old coin collection, keep an eye out for that small but mighty 1951D wheat penny. It's a coin that tells a story, connects generations, and just might hold a valuable surprise. Collect, protect, and appreciate it, because the story of the 1951D is far from over, and the hunt for rare wheat pennies continues every day. Stop scrolling. If you have a 1950D wheat penny sitting in your pocket change or collection, you might be holding more than just a simple 1-cent coin. Today, we're diving deep into the history, value, rarity, and secrets of the 1950D wheat penny, one of the most intriguing pennies from the United States. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector, a beginner looking to invest in rare coins, or just curious about the most valuable wheat pennies, this video is for you. Stay tuned until the end because some of these pennies are worth far more than you ever imagined. The 1950D wheat penny was minted in Denver, and it belongs to the classic Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which was produced from 1909 to 1958. These coins are iconic for their distinct wheat ears design on the reverse and the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The 1950D is especially interesting because it comes from a post-World War II era, a time when the U.S. Mint was ramping up production to meet circulation demands. If you've ever wondered about the value of a 1950D wheat penny, it depends heavily on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. In circulated condition, these pennies are common, often valued at a few cents to $1. But if you have one in uncirculated or mint condition, especially with a strong luster and no wear, the value can jump significantly. High-grade 1950D wheat pennies can sell for tens of dollars, making them a hidden treasure in your collection. Collectors also pay attention to minting errors and varieties. The 1950D wheat penny sometimes appears with double die obverse or repunch mint marks, which can drastically increase its value. Coins with these errors are highly sought after because they are rare and collectible. Even minor die cracks, off-center strikes, or unusual toning can make a 1950D wheat penny stand out in the market. Now, Let's talk about the history of the 1950 wheat penny in circulation. After its release, this penny circulated widely across the United States. Many of these coins ended up in pocket change, jars, and drawers, which is why so many collectors today hunt for them in circulation. While millions were minted, most circulated pennies show wear, giving uncirculated examples significant value. Understanding grading and condition is crucial if you want to sell or collect. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state 70, with higher grades exponentially increasing the coin's value. If you are looking to buy or sell a 1950 wheat penny, there are a few tips every collector should know. First, always check for authenticity and condition. Counterfeits are rare for these pennies, but coins cleaned improperly can lose value. Second, consider market trends. Wheat pennies have steadily increased in popularity over the years, with collectors willing to pay a premium for top-grade examples. Third, store your coins properly in acid-free holders to preserve their condition and luster. It's also fascinating to note the design elements of the 1950 wheat penny. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909, a design that has become one of the most recognized coin images in the world. The reverse showcases two stalks of wheat, symbolizing prosperity and the agricultural foundation of America. This simple yet iconic design makes wheat pennies an enduring favorite among collectors. For those wondering about investment potential, the 1950 wheat penny is a solid choice. Rare and uncirculated examples continue to rise in value, and with so many coins still out there waiting to be found in circulation, you could be sitting on a valuable coin without even realizing it. Keep an eye out in rolls of old pennies from banks or your family's coin jars. You might just stumble upon an uncirculated 1950 that could be worth a small fortune. Finally, if you're a beginner in coin collecting, the 1950 wheat penny is a perfect start. Its affordable and circulated condition teaches you about grading, rarity, and mint marks, and opens a door to discovering other valuable pennies like the 1943 steel penny, 1955 double die, or the 1909 VDB Lincoln cent learning to spot details like mint marks, die varieties, and toning can make coin collecting not just a hobby but a potentially profitable venture. So, if you have a 1950 wheat penny, don't overlook it. Check its condition, learn about its history, and understand its market value. Whether it's a circulated coin in your drawer or a pristine uncirculated piece in collection, the 1950 wheat penny has a story to tell, and it could be worth more than you think. Remember, every penny tells a story, and the 1950 wheat penny is no exception. From its historic design to its potential value today, this coin is a fascinating piece of American history. If you enjoyed learning about this coin and want to discover more hidden treasures in your pocket change, be sure to explore more videos on rare U.S. coins, wheat pennies, and other collectible coins. Stop scrolling. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1951 wheat penny, one of the most iconic and collectible coins from the United States. If you ever held a 1951 1-cent wheat penny, you know it's more than just change. It's a piece of American history. In this video, we'll explore the history, rarity, value, and collecting tips for the 1951 wheat penny, and by the end, you'll know exactly why collectors are hunting for this coin. The 1951 wheat penny, also known as a 1951 Lincoln Wheat cent, was minted in the United States during a pivotal era of coin production. These coins were part of the Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. The wheat reverse design, featuring two stalks of wheat, were produced from 1909 to 1958, making the 1951 wheat penny part of this classic, highly collectible series. Every 1951 penny you see today tells a story, its design, its mint mark, and even its wear can affect its value. The 1951 wheat penny was minted at two locations, the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, which carries a D mint mark. This distinction is critical for collectors because mint marks can significantly impact a coin's rarity and value. If you have a 1951 D wheat penny, it could be more valuable than the Philadelphia issue, depending on its condition. Now, let's talk about value. The value of a 1951 wheat penny depends on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. In circulated condition, a standard 1951 penny might be worth a few cents, but as a grade improves, the value can increase dramatically. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition can fetch several dollars, and rare error coins from this year can sell for much more. For serious collectors, even small variations, like double-die errors or off-center strikes, make the 1951 wheat penny extremely desirable. If you're new to coin collecting, knowing how to grade a 1951 wheat penny is essential. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with factors like luster, wear, scratches, and toning affecting the grade. Even minor differences can change the value by several dollars. Many collectors use magnification tools to examine details like Lincoln's cheek, the wheat stalks, and the date clarity to ensure they identify authentic coins and avoid counterfeits. The 1951 wheat penny is more than just a collector's item. It's a window into American history. During the early 1950s, pennies were made primarily from copper, and these coins circulated widely across the United States. Finding a 1951 penny in excellent condition today is rare because most were used in everyday transactions. This scarcity adds to the allure and value of the coin among collectors and investors alike. If you're thinking about collecting 1951 wheat pennies, there are a few tips to keep in mind. First, check local coin shops, online auctions, and estate sales, because sometimes these pennies turn up in collections you might not expect. Second, always verify the mint mark and inspect the coin for signs of wear or cleaning, as cleaning can reduce value. And third, consider keeping your coins in protective holders to preserve their condition and maximize their long-term worth. The 1951 wheat penny also has an interesting market trend. Over the years, demand for Lincoln wheat cents has increased steadily because collectors appreciate the historical design, low mintage numbers, and collectible varieties. Some years and mint marks, like the 1951D, are particularly sought after in high grades. For investors, the coin represents a balance of historical significance and potential financial growth, especially as older coins become harder to find. Another fascinating aspect of the 1951 wheat penny is the potential for rare errors and varieties. Collectors are always searching for coins with double dies, repunch mint marks, or die cracks, because these anomalies can significantly increase value. Even subtle differences in strike and alignment make certain coins stand out and sell for multiples of their face value. For anyone interested in coin collecting, knowing how to spot these varieties is a critical skill. When it comes to buying or selling a 1951 wheat penny, knowledge is power. Check current market trends, consult coin price guides, and if possible, get coins certified by reputable grading services to ensure authenticity and value. Coins in high grades, like MS-63 or MS-65, are particularly valuable and often sought after by serious collectors. Even circulated coins in fine or very fine condition are popular because they complete a year set for collectors trying to assemble the entire Lincoln Wheat Cent series. Finally, the appeal of the 1951 wheat penny goes beyond its monetary value. It's a tangible piece of American culture, a reminder of everyday life in the early 1950s, and a symbol of the enduring legacy of Lincoln's image on U.S. currency. Whether you're a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, adding a 1951 wheat penny to your collection is a decision you won't regret. So if you found a 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny in your change, your collection, or at a flea market, treasure it. It could be worth far more than its face value. Remember, the key to maximizing your coin's value is understanding its mint mark, condition, and potential rarity. With the right knowledge, the 1951 wheat penny can be both a historical keepsake and a smart collectible investment. Stop scrolling and check your coins today. You never know if that ordinary penny in your pocket might be a rare 1951 wheat penny worth a small fortune. Keep collecting, keep learning, and keep discovering the hidden treasures in your change.